Hey guys, and welcome back to chapter 26 of Caraval. The dress seemed to mock her, with sleeves that were non-existent, and a deep, heart-shaped neckline that looked far from sweet. This piece of clothing was more scandalous than the one Scarlet had chosen in the shop. The creamy buttons gleamed like ivory in the room's warm light. At the bottom of the box, Scarlet found a small note attached to a broken pin. It must have fallen off the gown. On one side was the image of a top hat. On the other, a brief message. I imagine this will look lovely on you. Warm regards, D. Who's D? Julian asks. I think someone wants me to believe it's from Donatella. But Scarlet knew this gift was not from her sister. The mockery of a wedding gown could only be from one person, and the top hat on the note could only mean one thing. Legend. Invisible spiders crawled over her skin, such a different feeling from the bright colours his first letter had summoned. I think this is the 5th clue. Julian grimaced. Why would you think that? What else would it be? Scarlet said. She pulled out her note with all the clues. This is your first clue on the road to find her. The others will not be so easy to retrieve. Some will make you question your sanity and all that you believe. Clue number 2 you'll discover in the rubble of her departure. Picture card of Castello Maldito. Number 3 you must earn. Follow the boy with a heart made of black equals cider. Number 4 will cost you something valuable. 2 days of life for Aiko's dream. And number 5 requires a leap of faith. Most of you will fail, but one will surely succeed. You have 5 nights, 2 nights, to find the 4 remaining clues and then the girl, and Legend's wish will be yours. See, I've already figured out the first 4 clues, Scarlet said. All that's left is number 5. But how is this the 5th clue? Julian asked, still looking at the dress as if it were covered in something far more offensive than buttons. That's when Scarlet unpuzzled it. Buttons and a top hat were both symbols. Legend is known for his top hats, and I've been finding buttons all over the game, she said. I didn't know if the buttons meant anything or not, but after seeing this dress covered entirely in buttons, I'm almost certain they do. When I bought the gown, next door to the shop was a path of buttons that led to a hatter and haberdashery shop shaped like a top hat. I still don't see how this means anything. Julian's scowl remained in place as he read Scarlet's note with all the clues. And number 5 requires a leap of faith. How does this place fit with that? I don't know. I think that's where the faith part comes in. Maybe it's some sort of challenge from Legend and we need to go to the hat shop and face whatever is waiting for us. Scarlet wasn't fully convinced of this, but she'd begun to learn that no matter how logically she tried to reason, there were always variables she'd be unable to see. Sometimes caution held her back rather than kept her safe. But it seemed as if Julian was starting to feel the opposite. He had a look on his face that suggested he wanted to toss her over his shoulder and keep her locked away and hidden from the rest of the world. The sun will go down in less than an hour, Scarlet said firmly. If you come up with something better before then, I'm open to suggestions. If not, the minute it's dark, I think we should go to the shop and see what we find. Julian looked at the dress once again, his mouth opening as if he wanted to say something, but then he snapped it shut and nodded. I'll check the halls to see if your father is anywhere before we leave. After he left, Scarlet changed into the gown and grabbed the buttons she'd collected. They felt like a flimsy offering, but maybe there was something magical about them she had yet to realize.